Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another neglect banger. This is probably the most exciting video that I'll ever film. So let's run to my house. I'm currently at work, but we are going to run home and I have a giant surprise for you guys. I've literally waited 4 months for this, so let's hop in the whip and let's get going. Big reveal in 3, 2, 1. Just took delivery of my 91 Sylvia Ks. This is so crazy. Look at that R34C out of a GTR. Oh man, this thing is in pretty good shape. That is so awesome. Are the keys in it? I never drove right-hand drive.
Yeah, before I give you the key, I need to sign. Yeah.
Let's spot the hood on this thing. Maybe. Gotta do the old trick. This is in so much nicer shape than my 240.
No.
What do you mean by that?
Look at that. SR20. She needs a clean.
Yeah.
It's all like factory. I like the race bar. That is so cool. I waited so long for this car. So long.
Hey, congratulations.
Huh?
Congratulations.
Thank you. You haul a lot of these right-hand drives?
No, in Russian I have Nissan Laurel C33, Toyota Mark II.
You got a Mark II?
Yeah.
I want a Chaser. I want a JZX 100. That will be probably next. I want to put a 2J in this and put the SR20 out of this in my 240. Oh man. Let's start this. I hope it starts. For RB?
Yeah.
RB26 would be cool. I have RB20 right now, but it's not in my car yet.
No, RB20
It's weak. It's
fucking shit.
yeah, yeah. I bought it and I was like, oh yeah, RB20 would be so nice. No. So I don't want to swap it in. Oh, I'm gonna start this. Let's see if shit starts. Oh, dude, gnarly wheel, bro. This needs a clean. Let's give it our first start. See if it's still got a battery. Look at that. Oh, she is empty. Wow, we gotta put some fuel in this. Super cool, guys. I'm literally in awe. I don't know what to say. This is crazy. In the S13 finally. Wonder if AC works. AC works. Oh man. Doesn't have the digital, but that's alright. Alright, so I took it for a test drive. I think I'm probably gonna drive it to work, even though I shouldn't, because I don't have all the papers for this, but this thing is so clean. The rear fenders are rolled, but they did a really good job. Super clean on the roll. So cool. This thing needs a wash so badly. That's the Sylvia. That is so crazy. So, here with the Sylvia, it's unreal feeling. I waited like 4 months for this car. Got to drive it a little bit. I wanted to drive it to work so badly, but I'm just telling myself no because I don't want to get pulled over. But the Sylvia, she needs a bath for sure. But I am so excited that this car is finally here. Dual tone, which is just awesome. I've always wanted a dual tone car. I cannot wait to build this car. Let's go back to work and dream about the Sylvia all day. See you guys soon. Alright, so I'll give you guys a full walk around of the Sylvia. Sorry for the terrible angles. I'll give you a half walk around because I really want to jump in this thing and show you guys everything that it's got. So I was a little crunched on time, had to get back to work, but let's open this up and wrong way. Let's open this up and see kind of what this car has. So first off, R34 GTR seat, which is so cool. Got some Sylvia floor mats, definitely I think aftermarket, but they're really cool. Let's see what the tag says. Nissan genuine parts. That is awesome. Of course, no radio, which is all cut, so I gotta figure that out. Nardy steering wheel. Got an ashtray and everything, which I think is just so awesome. Don't see rear seat belts back here, but that's all right, I guess. And it is raining, but let's take a look in the trunk. So the trunk pop actually works in this car, unlike mine. And I don't see any leaking in this one either, so that's always a good sign. Wiring back here is a mess, but we'll take care of all of that. A little bit of rust from something sitting there. I did check the pan, it looks pretty clean. It's got all of the plastics, except for the side pieces, which is interesting because I don't know why it doesn't have them, but we'll take them out of the 240 and put them in this. Of course, the Sylvia logo, and then what would be the driver's side in the United States. This car is so cool, and I just cannot wait to drive this thing to work. But it's just crazy because I didn't think I'd have a Sylvia ever. Here we are. So GTR next year, that's the goal. Look at this thing, and it sits so low, it's like perfect. Except for that bumper being cut. I don't know why that is cut. That actually looks like factory. Maybe there's an intercooler or something back there on a case. It looks like there is. That's super cool. Didn't know that the case had that. That is awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm absolutely in love with the color of this car. I didn't think that I'd be a huge fan at first, but I love it. I literally could not be more happy with the color combo. So I'm gonna get lip for this, side skirts, and then the rear valences and get them paint matched to the gray so I can keep the dual tone because I freaking love the dual tone. I think it's gonna be simple with the Sylvia. I do wanna build some big power, and I do wanna get a cool set of wheels. I'm thinking smaller wheels on this. I'm not really a small wheel guy. Typically I like 18s, but I think some 15s and some old school styling would be really cool on this car. I'm just in awe with this. It's got the 50/50 blinkers, which is a pretty rare option, I think. I think that those actually pull some pretty good money. I've only seen a couple of sets, but overall, you know, this car is fantastic. I'm gonna make a fully dedicated video on my importer, how to do the process, you know, everything that happened with this car, so that you guys can do it as well. But I'm gonna make a completely dedicated video to that because my importer was absolutely fantastic. He did such a good job. I'd been working with him for probably a year and a half, maybe even 2 years, finding the right car. And let me just say, I certainly think he found the right car. I do need to get this serviced, change the oil, and just check all my fluids because it is from Japan. I know that people in Japan have a tendency to kind of stretch oil life a little bit, or at least that's what I've heard. So always a good idea to do your servicing. And I can't get enough of this car. The mirrors are paint matched, which I think looks fantastic. Only thing I'm not really key on is the wheels, but we can get some new wheels. I think I'm gonna keep this car 4-lug. I do have 5-lug setups, but I think the 240 will get the 18s, and we'll keep this one kind of old school cool. But yeah, guys, this has been a great experience owning a Sylvia for the first time ever. I've still got to register it. I've still got to get plates. I've still got to get the title. My importer is going to help me out with all of that. So I'm just kind of in limbo. I have to let this car sit for a while. I really need to put some fuel in it. It is empty, but I will make sure to keep you guys updated on the whole process with importing this. In the state that I live in, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to actually get a title for this car, just because we don't really see stuff like this here. Like, I know that there's a couple R32s and a 33. I think there's one R32 in the town I live in and one 33, and there's not a lot of JDM enthusiast guys out here. So finding something like this here and going through the process of getting the title, going through the process of getting the registration is going to be a little more challenging, but that's okay. I certainly think we can make it happen. This grill looks a little cocked. It is in fact a little cocked, but that's okay. I've got a sneak surprise for you guys. We're going to make a first mod video on this Sylvia as well. I've got a couple things I want to do to it. Let's make it a little more mine, make it a little more unique. But I cannot wait to rip this around with you guys. So, being said, I do have some good channel news. So my roommate actually got me a GoPro for my birthday. So I'm going to be recording some different angle videos, and I'm extremely excited about that because now I can wear them out on my head and I can actually record while I'm driving, things like that, get a couple different angles, which is going to be fantastic. My only gripe with this car is the rear rolled fenders, but if I want to fix it bad enough, I'm sure that it's reversible. I don't really care for it that much with the roll, but I think that it was done in a way that actually looks pretty good with the car. It's just going to be a little more challenging to find a wheel that fits that correctly now. But if you guys like the content, you know, like, subscribe, comment. It does help me out a ton. We're at 135 subs. Really would love to hit 1,000 by the end of this year. Don't know if that's doable, but I will certainly try. With that being said, guys, you know, have a great evening, and please hit that subscribe button. But take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.